My pivoting point was when Nas Daily along with Metapurse came together for a crypto scholarship. I was the only Indian female in that. That's when I figured out my niche to, that I can simplify the complicated crypto in an entertaining way for people. Hi everybody, Namaste. I am Yashika and I am from India. I am a Web3 educator. Actually, I go back to being a Harvard scientist. I have done my cancer research from Harvard. I have my own enterprise, a healthcare enterprise by the name Profit Technologies. In 2020, when Indian government allowed Indian citizens to get into cryptocurrency, that is exactly when the pandemic also hit, and it gave me a good opportunity to pivot around in the crypto world. And I actually ventured in this world by teaching. So I was actually teaching people about crypto, like what is crypto, what is Web3, what is blockchain, how it could be the future. And in the process, I got selected by one of the very prestigious Metapurse Academy, the one who brought the $69 million NFT and brought the NFT mainstream. There were about nearly 7,500 people who applied, of which 50 of us got selected from all over the world. And I was the only Indian female in that gang to be selected. This has given me a lot of opportunities to meet great people in the crypto space from the past 3 years. So, like I said, I am a content creator and I make Web3 fun for people to understand. There are companies that invite me over and over to their sessions as keynote speakers, as consultants who can give them knowledge, give them first hand and simplified knowledge about this space. Apart from that, a very new community that I got in and I'm very proud to be a part of is Inner Circle, and it is headed by Mr. Ajit Khurana, who is one of the crypto OGs, initially in India, now lives in Dubai. And the best part about this community is that we formed this community not as takers but as givers. So we have givers from all over India who join this community, and we come together to help each other and to see how we can help with our own expertise. Member help member sort of a community is what I am a core member of these days. Very proud of that. In 2020, when our Supreme Court of India actually came up with this order saying that, it is legal for Indians to get into cryptocurrency, is when I actually started. And I was very ecstatic to know that. How I started doing that was I started taking Zoom classes, and every evening I would have 100, 200 people join in, and I would tell them what this new technology is all about. My pivoting point was when Nas Daily along with Metapurse came together for a crypto scholarship. I was the only Indian female in that. We interned with them to, make 18 videos on crypto, NFTs and metaverse. That's when I figured out my niche to, that I can simplify the complicated crypto in an entertaining way for people. So how I see Web3 is basically it's a technology that is a segue to the future. Why? Because when you see the usual explanations of what Web 1 was, what Web 2 was, and what Web 3 promises, surely I also believe that we have not yet reached the stage of Web 3. We are somewhere in the middle between Web 2 and Web 3, but we are all understanding the importance of ownership, putting out content. I'm speaking in this perspective of a content creator because I am one and I understand the problems. So tomorrow, if the government comes up and say, "Hey, no more YouTube for you," so it can everything that you put in can just be lost in a minute. What becomes important is to own what you have done and to own it in a way that you can monetize it too. And I think Web3 in that particular reference gives a lot of avenues and opportunities to own up your data, to monetize your data. That sort of control is important, and it is good that people are realizing that that control is can be in our hands, and we are all moving in that direction, and education is a very important step. So the more we talk about it, the more we learn about it, the more we understand, we can move to a place where the world could be better, could be fair, and it could be equal for everybody, because that's important. What interests me in the future of Web3 is definitely that we can own our data. So there is an interesting NFT I came across, and that company is building up an intelligent NFT. So if I could extend this possibility into humans, say for example, my grandpa left me like 8 years ago, but what if I have all that data relating to him, like how he spoke, what were his ideologies like, how did he look, and if I could create something, I think I can make my grandpa immortal and make him be with me always. So all of these things that we know about, the applications that can exist and are coming into real life, are something which I'm really excited to see, because there's a lot of efforts, there's a lot of energy, there's a lot of things that we can save if we use blockchain in our day-to-day life. For me, dance connects me to my inner soul. And whenever I dance, I just don't need anything. I forget about everything, about all the worries, all the problems that I have. Dance is like a meditation to me, and it helps me connect with myself. If you know India, you know that the famous and the national fruit of India is mango. I think when we have mango in front of us, and as soon as the mango season arrives, all of us just, have a lot of mangoes around us. We eat raw mango just like that. We never let a day go without mangoes. To infinity.